Hello friends and welcome to lesson 2 of the course Russian for Beginners. Now that you know Russian alphabet, you can read words. Bravo! This means you have moved one step closer to speaking Russian. And in this lesson we will discover Russian nouns, their gender and their plural form. But at first I would like to make a short recap of lesson 1. I will pronounce all the words from the pictures. Арбуз, белка, виноград, гриб, дом, енот, еж, жук, зонт, игла, йод, кошка, лягушка, мяч, нитки, облако, пила, ракета, солнце, торт. Улитка, фонарь, хлеб, цветок, часы, шар, щетка. Твердый знак you don't pronounce on its own. Мягкий знак also you don't pronounce. Экскаватор, юла, яблоко. And now let's move to Russian nouns, their genders and plural form. In Russian, all nouns fall into three genders: masculine, feminine, and neuter. All nouns also are split into animate nouns, it means everything that is alive, and inanimate nouns, not alive objects. And you may think that inanimate nouns should be all neuter, which is logical, but it's not always the case. Yes, mostly inanimate nouns are of neuter gender, but not all. Some are masculine and some are feminine. For example, field, поле. Поле belongs to neuter gender. Stall is inanimate, stall is table, and it belongs to masculine. And дорога, road, belongs to feminine gender. Normally you can check all the genders in the dictionaries, or there are other ways to determine a gender. We will speak about this in the next slide. In many languages, the notion of gender is lost. For example, in English, you can distinguish the gender just in few words. For example, grandfather and grandmother. You know that grandfather is a man, and grandmother is a woman, but there is no way to determine it just by the ending of the word. Also, in English, the words do not conjugate, and therefore the endings do not change. In those languages where gender system is present, it's often impossible to know the gender of a noun unless you check it in a dictionary. It is important to know that in Russian there are no articles, so you don't need to put anything before a noun, like for example in French article le for masculine gender and la for feminine. Unlike other languages where there are no rules or regularity as for gender pattern, in Russian it's quite simple to know which gender a noun belongs to. The gender of a noun can generally be determined by its last letter. The table on the next slide will guide you. To masculine gender belong all nouns ending in a consonant or in a soft sign. Стул, L is a consonant, карандаш, Ш is a consonant, музей, Y is a consonant, соловей, Y is a consonant, фонарь, soft sign in the end, слесарь, soft sign in the end. To feminine gender belong nouns ending in a, ya, or also soft sign. Река, a, the ending. Собака, a, the ending. Песня, я, the ending. Няня, я, the ending. Тетрадь, soft sign. Дочь, soft sign. We will speak about the difference between the masculine and feminine nouns ending in soft sign in the next slide. To neuter gender belong nouns ending in o, e, and just 10 nouns ending in mя. Those nouns ending in mя are very archaic words and you just need to remember them. So the examples of neuter gender are окно, ending is o, поле, ending e, время, ending мя. It's important to say here that nouns ending in a, ya, with a clear meaning of a masculine gender are exceptions. For example, papa, father. It is clear, we know that papa is a man, but the ending tells us it's a it's a feminine, but it is actually a masculine gender noun. But it will conjugate as a feminine gender noun. The same about дядя, uncle, ending я, Valera, Vasya. They are masculine names. We know that they are masculine names, and we will conjugate those words as a noun of a feminine gender, but we know that they are masculine gender. Now let's return to the topic of the nouns ending in soft sign. As you have seen already from the previous slide, nouns ending in soft sign can belong either to the masculine or feminine gender. But how do you tell the difference? For these nouns, it's best if you learn the gender by heart or check it in a dictionary. However, among them, we can distinguish several groups that would belong to a particular gender. Let's see on the next slide. These nouns ending in the soft sign belong to the masculine gender. Nouns ending in tel are учитель, фонарь. All names of the month, февраль, июнь. And some names of male animals, конь, олень, медведь. But those are just few groups. Most nouns in masculine will end in a consonant. These nouns ending in soft sign belong to the feminine gender. Nouns ending in ость, эсть, радость, свежесть. Inanimate nouns ending in зн, ст, в. Жизнь, часть, любовь. Nouns ending in ш, ж, щ, ч. Мышь, рожь, ночь. Again, these are just few nouns. And remember that most nouns in feminine will end in a or ya. Now let's play a sort out game. Distribute these nouns into 3 columns: masculine, feminine, and neuter. Pause the video and try to remember the rules. Also, I recommend you to take a pen and a piece of paper and write them down. And this is the correct answer. Stol, ending is l consonant, belongs to masculine. Landish, sh is a consonant, and that's why the noun belongs to masculine gender. Stul, l is a consonant. Sharf, f is a consonant. Karandash, sh is a consonant. To feminine gender, I distributed such words as мышь, soft sign, lampa, a, ending is a, тетрадь, also soft sign, девочка, ending is a, сумка, ending is a. To neuter gender belong солнце, ending is e, окно, ending is o, дерево, ending is o, яблоко, ending is o, море, ending is e. Now let's speak about the plural form of Russian nouns. Nouns in plural usually have the following endings: I or I for masculine and feminine gender, when to use I and when to use I. After G, K, H, Ž, Sh, Ch, Sh use I, and after the rest of consonants use I. And for neuter gender, the ending is in plural a or ya. Let's form plural form together. Stol, столы. A masculine noun ending in a consonant, ending in plural. Scarf. Same. It's a consonant. It's the noun ending in a consonant, and it's a masculine gender noun. So the ending in plural will be шарфы. Карандаш, карандаши. Sh is one of the 7 consonants after which you put e instead of Фонарь, фонари. Usually all the nouns ending in soft sign will have e in the plural form. Now let's move to feminine nouns. Mama, мамы. You check the last consonant, m, and you put the ending y. Собака, собаки. K belongs to those 7 consonants after which you put e. That's why собаки. Дача, дачи. Same case here. Ch belongs to one of those 7 consonants. That's why you put e. Мышь, мыши. Now, neuter nouns. Поле, поля, ending я. Озеро, озера, ending а. Окно, окна. So you see, in neuter gender nouns, the ending is either ya or a, and it depends on the softness of the previous consonant. Some nouns have irregular endings in plural. Look at this table. Адрес, адреса. If you know the rule, there should have been и in the end. Адрес, адресы. After s, you put in the plural, but it's not it's адреса. This is irregular. Well, you should know that irregularities appear because languages evolve with time, and Russian is not an exception. Some archaic grammar categories disappear, language users try to simplify a language, a lot of words are borrowed. All these changes cannot possibly have rules to describe them. A fun fact, in Old Slavic language, the mother of Russian language, there used to be singular, plural, and double number, or duplicate number. Duplicate was used only for pair objects, like eyes, ears, but it disappeared. Just remember that there are exceptions and refer to this table when necessary. Some nouns are used only in singular. You just need to remember them. Мясо, молоко, сметана, творог, рис, лук, клубника, здоровье, природа, климат, футбол, хоккей, мебель, обувь, одежда, посуда, любовь, помощь, дружба, молодежь, студенчество, крестьянство, человечество. Some of them are uncountable nouns and some are abstract objects. Just remember them. And these nouns are used only in plural. As well, remember them and refer to this table when necessary. Брюки, очки, ножницы, макароны, сливки, щи, деньги, духи, часы, шахматы, будни, каникулы, сутки. And that's it about genders. Oof, this was a lot of rules. You may have found this chapter tough and overwhelming. It really is. Genders and cases, which we will discover in the next lesson, are the most difficult issues in the Russian grammar. But once you master them, everything else will fall into place. You will start making sense of the rich Russian language. And, just do not try to memorize all of it at once. Russian language natives do not think of rules when they speak. They just speak because they remember, because they know it by heart from their birth, and they don't think much. But when they go to school, of course, they understand that there are rules, and they try to understand how the language is structured. And for foreigners, it is tough, I understand, because it's not your mother tongue, and you just base yourself on the rules. Just know that genders exist and they influence the conjugation of nouns by cases. The gender of a noun influences everything, in fact. It influences the adjectives and the possessive pronouns which describe this noun, as well as the verbal forms. In Russian, everything conjugates. Words change their endings according to the subject of the sentence, which is usually a noun. Thank you for joining today's lesson, and I hope you find it useful. In the next lesson, we will discover Russian cases. Bye for now.